The great Roman Emperor Julius Caesar once said, "No one is so brave that they are not disturbed by the unexpected." And we see in this case today in the Gospel the unexpected message of Jesus to his followers. And they find it intolerable. They can't accept it. The Jews drinking blood was abhorrent. Not being careful about the flesh they ate was something beyond them. And yet here Jesus is saying, "Drink my blood, eat my flesh," as if they were to gnaw his forearm. But it wasn't that at all. He was saying that he wants to be one with us. He wants to be with you on your journey of life. He wants to be so intimately linked with you as the food you eat becomes part of your body. And it's that cry of Christ to be one with his people. The same cry that's with us today. And when he talks about the flesh of it, what he's really saying is he's offering us a share in his passion, death and resurrection, in that mysterious process that we have here at Mass, where we separate the consecration of the bread from the wine, separating the body and the blood, offering Christ to his Father. He was loyal to his Father as we are loyal to God in our lives. But that doesn't mean that people are perturbed and disturbed. And we have a living example of that today in our generation, where so many Catholics of faith have had to walk away from the church due to the great scandals of the abuse of children by their priests, and by the way that some bishops have been slow to do anything. It's been a scandal that's just been too much for many people to take. But that's the reality of life. It's where your heart is bred. If your heart is with Christ, if your heart is with God, you move forward. And the thing that's the only matter of hope for us in today's Gospel is Jesus, as Peter, saying, "Lord, to whom shall we go? If we give you away, if we give our faith away, if we give our church away, where do we go?" We just go plodding on day after day, hoping we can cope and wondering what's going to happen when we die. But with Christ on our side, with Christ with us, as you've shown by being here today, by him intimately coming to you in the Eucharist, you have that strength, you have that knowledge that your life is precious, that no matter what happens to us, he's with us, that we're never alone. And things don't work out as we like. Yesterday I was in a house with this man I've known for years, and he's constantly been ill. He's got Parkinson's disease, he's got one disease and sickness after another. He's been in hospital for months, he's been on the edge of death, but he's always pulled through. And he's sitting there in his armchair, and he sleeps a lot, but his wife says to me, "I will look after him." And she said, "I'd rather have him here in this state than not having him at all." So it's whether you make a decision in your life, whether you say, "I will go without Christ, I'll go without the church and without him, or I'll stay around and put up with what happens." So that's where our faith leads us at times. It's not easy, but you've got to hang in, and you have your faith in Christ. You come to Mass this morning. It's not the most pleasant of mornings, but he's here for you. And he builds up that spirit in you, that strength and that hope that we all need. And when things go wrong in your life, if loneliness comes, disappointment, all that stuff, sickness, you just know he's there for you. And that's what he's saying here, be Mass today. This is my body given for you. This is my blood spilt for you. This is me doing what the Father has asked me to do. It's not easy, but I'm doing it. So we hang in with him and say, "Lord, give us the strength, give us the peace of heart and mind, give us the courage to move forward and let nothing disturb us, but know that you are with us always."